Hello everyone, so in this video I'll be sharing with you all what I did in order to improve my English ACT score from a 23 to a 36 the last time I took it. I was utterly disappointed the first time I received my ACT score report and it said I got a 23 on the English section, and I was pretty confident. And honestly, in my opinion, the English section is the first section, and it's also, in my opinion, one of the easiest sections to improve on, and that's what I did. I did a lot of ACT English practice tests. I would just go to Reddit. I'll be sharing you that link in the description, but Reddit has 77 plus ACT practice tests available. They're official practice tests that have been released by the ACT organization, and yeah, I'll be sharing the link down in the description, so please check that out. And yeah, so I would click on each one, I would do each test. I would actually just do the English section um, at once, just only the English section, not the whole test in full length, but just the English section. And I would, answer the questions, put a timer. It's the English section, I believe, is 45 minutes, and you have 75 questions. So that's about 9 minutes per passage. And each passage is 15 questions, and there are 5 passages. So that's how I would pace myself, and that did really become very useful during the test day because I would bring a watch, and I would pace myself 9 minutes per passage. And yes, as I did all those practice tests on time, I would improve my score. I would learn from my mistakes. I would keep a journal, noting my mistakes, especially the grammar mistakes on like semicolons, periods, commas. And another resource that was very beneficial was Erica Meltzer's guide to cracking the ACT. I'm going to be sharing that link in the description as well. But it had all the rules you needed to know, all the grammar rules you needed to know for the ACT English section. You have to be solid in all those punctuations, especially like semicolons, commas, periods, exclamations, as well as parallel structures and parallel sentences. Those are very useful, and honestly, the ACT English section is very repetitive. You're gonna find these types of similar questions in each of these official practice tests. So the more you take them, the more you take of the tests, and the more you jot down in your notebook the mistakes you're doing as well as those rules, the more you will improve and the better score you will get. Because going from a 23 to a 36, that's a 13-point improvement. And no, it did not happen in a year or in a span of a few practice tests. No, I got a 23 the first time in freshman year, so that's ninth grade, and then I was only able to get a 36 on the ACT writing test in my 12th grade, so my senior year. That's a span of 4 years, and yes, I did many practice tests. Honestly, I think I did a majority of those 77 practice tests, if not all. I'm not really entirely sure, but yes, I would print out those practice tests and do one section by one and focus on my the rules of the grammar rules and my pacing. Pacing is very important because without pacing you're not going to get anywhere, because ACT is a timed practice test. You have to move on, and you honestly, the best thing to do is just skip those questions and come back to the questions that are difficult to you. um and with that, I did not have to use any Princeton Review ACT or Kaplan ACT review books because those aren't really helpful. They are just like the company producing practice questions based on how the ACT is. That's not really going to help you. You want to practice with the exact official practice questions released by ACT. That is the best practice resource for you. And there are 77 practice tests available for you online on Reddit. I'll be sharing you that link. And before you start on anyone, I would suggest you should start with one practice test. Just do the English section, see how it goes, and then open Erica Meltzer's PDF. It's like It's 300 pages, but you don't have to read through everything. There's like sections for each punctuation. Go through the ones that you have some doubts on, and then once you've read through all those, and there's a lot of exercises on that PDF, once you've done all those, then you can go back and do more practice tests on Reddit and prepare yourself for your test day, whenever it is. And yeah, that was my experience. Just make sure that notebook is very important to jot down all your important notes, especially the grammar rules and your mistakes, because if you don't write them down, you're gonna forget what you did wrong, and then you won't ever be able to improve on it. So notebook is very important. Timing, pacing, that's also very important. Yeah, so 23 from to a 36 is a little difficult, but I believe the English practice test, the English ACT section is the easiest to improve on. You just gotta know your grammar rules, that's it. Most important thing. And if you guys comment below if you are interested in more like ACT practice questions I go through, I'd be more than happy to do them for you. Just let me know down in the comments. Alright, keep watching this space for more videos on college and, college applications and college entrance exams. Yep, thank you.